But yes, Shannon, as soon as you tell me I can start, I will just get going.
Yeah, let's give it another maybe 2 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. All right. I'm chomping at the bit here. I was born by the river in a little town. Oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. Don't know what's going on over on the other side. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Ooh, yes it will. Ooh, I think my mama's on this call. I see her. I hear you too.
Can you sit up, Leo?
A long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Ooh, yes it will.
That looks like that.
Oh, I heard something. I heard somebody. Oh, yes it will.
So he's Mr. Dargan.
My brother. And I said, brother, help me please.
I think it's like through school.
But he wind up knocking
Are we waiting to get
me,
started?
knocking me on my knees. Oh.
Where's your phone? Put you on our Wi-Fi.
Yeah, while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna sing some Sam Cooke. So you guys just ping me when we're ready to go. Let me see here.
Isaac, mute your computer.
Do what?
Zoom life.
I'm so sorry.
Zoom life.
So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Shannon. I'm one of the members of the CPTO, the Cambridgeport Parent Teacher Organization, and we're a group of grown-ups that puts on events and does things to help the kids and families and teachers at our school. So thank you all for coming to our event today with Mr. Dargan. If you all could stay muted, that would be great. That will just allow us to focus on his wonderful singing, violin playing, storytelling. You all know your wonderful music teacher, Mr. Mooney, and it's very exciting to know that Mr. Mooney and Mr. Dargan have actually performed together.
So long ago.
There's a great Cambridgeport connection there.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Dargan has a long history of performing, and he's going to tell you a little about that. So I'm just going to hand it over to him, and I hope you all have fun. He is going to pause a couple times here and there to ask for any questions you may have, and he's also going to ask you at some points to unmute yourself so that you can join in on the music making.
Yes.
So here we go.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, first of all, good morning, everybody. So I actually spent a long time in Boston. I went to college in Boston, started in 2002. I came back from England for grad school, for more grad school, because apparently I love going to school, and was in Boston until like 2016. So I am very familiar with all of the streets and neighborhoods of Cambridge and Somerville and Dorchester, and it feels really good to see you guys. I know that we are through the computer screen, but I know that you are in a place that I know really well. So I like to start everything with kind of a prayer or invocation or something that brings us into a space and into a mindset for what we're doing. And since I'm a singer, all of my prayers are songs. So I'm going to sing something for you first called Let's Break Bread Together. And then we'll just start. I'm going to tell you some stories. I'm going to sing you some more songs. So let us break bread together on our knees. Let us break bread together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. Let us break bread together on our knees. Let us break bread together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. Oh Lord, have mercy on me. So, the songs that I most often sing, and what that song was, we call them spirituals. If we do the full name, we might call them, African American spirituals or Negro spirituals, but spirituals are the music that my ancestors, Africans that were brought here against their will and enslaved to do work without pay. Spirituals were songs that they made up to keep their mind and body and spirit and soul together while they were being tortured. The songs themselves have tons of strength and joy and passion in them, and they are magic, right? They can move mountains both in your soul and outside in the world. One of the reasons that there's such magic is, of course, the people they came from. Black people are magic. But also, some of the magic is in the stories that these songs tell. And this is the story time part of today, right? That's the singing part, but also the story part. Songs, if they're good songs, tell a story, right? So, I know most of the time we read stories in books, but you can also sing stories and hear stories. And because songs are stories, you can move along with stories. You can clap along with stories. You can sing along with stories. So I want you to do some of that today. But spirituals are magic because there is so much energy in them that comes from our ancestors, my ancestors for sure, and some of y'all on the call. And for those of you who are not Black, to start to understand spirituals and the magic of them, you need to look at the way they tell their stories. And spirituals always tell stories by starting with repetition. And this is a big adult word, but repetition just means repeating things, right? So if I say, "Hi, my name is James," and you don't hear me, I say it again a little bit louder. "Hi, my name is James." And if you still don't get it, I might say, "My name is James," right? So there's a reason why you repeat things. You repeat things because you want to be understood or because you want to remember them, right? I know that all of y'all are usually in school on a Wednesday, and you repeat things to memorize them, right? Repetition is what takes knowledge into memory, right? So if you're trying to remember who you are, you will use repetition to do that. So spirituals have a lot of repetition in them. The other thing that stands out to me about spirituals is that the story they tell is the story of the fight for freedom. My ancestors' fight for freedom. And in fact, the fight for freedom that Black people still are going through right now, especially in this country. Spirituals were often code, right? So if you are trying to escape a place, you need a plan. You need a map. You need to remember to bring certain things with you. You need to remember how to avoid the people that are trying to capture you, the slave masters, their dogs, the plantation owners. So, and I know this is deep stuff, but I want to say that I feel like kids are actually a lot better at handling deep stuff than adults are. And so I'm glad I'm talking about this with you young folks, all right? Because I'm not young anymore. I'm old. I'm 37 whole years old. So I'm way older than a lot of y'all. But I feel like oftentimes kids are smarter than adults in a lot of ways. Because when you get to be a grown-up, they teach you to not be so smart. All right? So kids, I'm going to talk to you guys about some deep things, and I think you can keep up. I think you can handle it. So a lot of these spirituals have code in them, have directions, instructions for how to get away from plantations and get to freedom, right? So Let Us Break Bread Together is not one of them. That's more of a like getting your spirits up song. But there's a song called Wade in the Water that has instructions in it. There's a song called Follow the Drinking Gourd that has instructions in it. Even a song like Steal Away has code in it. So let's take something like Wade in the Water, for instance. And this is something that's going to require you guys to move a little bit. So just make sure you can move without falling off of whatever chair you're on. Okay, good, good. So Wade in the Water is a perfect example of a code song. Because when you were trying to escape and there are dogs chasing you, you know dogs can smell you, right? Usually. One of the ways you can keep a dog from smelling you is to run through water. Also, dogs can follow your tracks, right, in the mud or in the dirt. So another way to hide your tracks is to go through water, because water will hopefully wash your tracks away. So when my ancestors were trying to remember, because remember, repeating things helps you remember. When my ancestors were trying to remember the best way to escape, they would sing this song. I'm just going to sing it once by myself, and I'm going to teach it to you, and then we're going to sing it together, all right? So they would sing this song that goes, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water, oh, wade in the water. And so on and so on and so on. These songs can go on forever. You could sing them all day and not get tired of them. So you heard how I was beating on my chest, right? That's the rhythm I want you to clap. One, one, okay? Now I'm gonna start singing, but I want you to keep this beat steady. And ready, go, and wade in the water, sway. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. Keep going. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Now, I saw some of y'all clapping and some of y'all moving. That's great. That's great. We're going to keep that energy going. You're going to sing and clap and sway. Don't pull a muscle. Don't hurt yourselves. All right? So, the next thing we want to add. Now, if you are shy about singing, don't worry because I can't hear you. I will not laugh at you. I promise. But the other thing is, if you're uncomfortable singing that whole melody, and I understand it's a lot to learn right away, you can always sing one of the notes that I'm playing right now. So you can sing this note, or you can sing this note. Together they sound like this. If you can sing two notes at the same time, you are more magical than I am. So if you don't want to sing the whole melody, you can just sing kind of a drone. We call that a drone, right? Just a note that stays the same the whole time. Or you can learn this melody with me. So it's very simple. Goes like this. I'm going to play it, then I'm going to sing it. So it goes. Wade in the water. Got it? Next bit. Wade in the water, children. Got it? Next bit is familiar. Same thing as the beginning. Wade in the water, right? And then the last bit is God's gonna trouble the water. So you got wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Now, either you sing this, or you sing with me. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. And if you want to add a little bit of difficulty, remember we got the wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Last time, put all of those pieces together. Take whatever piece works for you. Leave out the rest. I'm going to play, I'm going to sway, I'm going to sing. We're going to do it one last time. 1, 2, ready, go. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's going to trouble the water. Yes, I like seeing all the movement. I like these. You guys are so awake. I'm never awake this early. This is great. I love it. So, that's a story song, right? When you sing that song, you feel in the repetition, in the strength, in the determination, you can feel a little bit of the strength and incredible power that was in my ancestors to get to freedom. That power still motivates and moves me today. I don't just sing spirituals, although I could be happy just doing that for the rest of my life. There's a lot of songs that have stories for them in them for me as well. One of them is a song by Nina Simone. And if y'all don't know, I don't think we told you, but We are firmly in the Black History Month zone, and for me, Black History is all year long. So you're just gonna get Black History from me this whole morning. So buckle up. So Nina Simone was one of the greatest American figures we've ever had, but an incredible singer, writer, activist. She spoke out fearlessly on Black liberation causes, but also against abuse of women. She was an incredible person. She was an incredible Black woman. And she wrote this song called I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. And this song is just so beautiful, but also you can hear the story of how she had a lot of people treat her badly in her life. And yet, she did not let that make her want less out of life. Now, I know that a lot of y'all are usually in school all day, whether it is in buildings or as it is now, hopefully over the computer screen. And so I know you have an idea of what it feels like to be stuck in place, as we all are stuck in place right now. And Nina just gets the feeling of wanting to be free. She talks about, I wish I could be a bird in the sky. I wish I could know what it would be like to fly free. And I think that's something we've all experienced at one time or another. So I'm just going to sing you a little bit of this, okay? I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all these chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole round world to hear. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. Oh, I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you'd see and agree that every man should be free. Well, I wish I could be like a bird in the sky. How sweet it would be if I found that I could fly. Oh, I'd soar to the sun and look down at the sea. Then I'd sing 'cause I'd know how it feels to be free. Oh, I'd sing 'cause I'd know how it feels to be free. Say it aloud, say it clear, for the whole wide world to hear. I'd say it loud, say it clear, for the whole round world to hear. Say it loud, say it clear, for the whole round world to hear. So, you guys are great. I can see you. I love it. So, there is nothing stronger than human beings working together to do something good. Unity is an incredible force, an incredible power, but at the same time, you don't get unity without sharing of yourself honestly. That's the thing that I love about that song, is that she's so honest right? The story she's telling is the story that's in her heart, a story that she might not ever say out loud, but she did. And I love that. It takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable like that, to be courageous like that, to share. And I wish that for all of you, especially you young ones, that you get to share who you are, honestly. And I hear voices. Ooh, all right now. I hear people that want to join in. I like it. So one of the other songs that has always meant a lot to me is actually not even in English. It's actually in Portuguese. And I don't know if we have any Portuguese speakers on the call. I hope so. Eu não falo português. Really, I speak very, very, very little Portuguese. But my partner and I went to Portugal last year, right before Corona started. And it was so beautiful. And one of the things I loved that they told me about there, and the country is incredibly gorgeous in a way that is very specific and unique. But one of the things I loved about meeting Portuguese folks there was they told me about this thing called this feeling or emotion that is very Portuguese that they call saudade. And it's like a mixture of homesickness and longing and a particular kind of sadness that is very Portuguese. But of course, because the Portuguese are really good at this feeling of saudade, it's not just sad, it's kind of, you just kind of luxuriate in it. It's very warm and sweet in emotion, right? It's not like, oh, woe is me. It's like, oh, I just want to go home and have my mom's favorite, the favorite dish that she'd make for me, my mom or dad's favorite dish. I want to just feel, I want to sleep in my own bed. I want to sleep in my own warm bed. And I really, really feel that feeling a lot now, especially because, for me, it's been forever since I've seen my mom in person, right? And I know a lot of us are separate from people that we love for very good reason. But yeah, so I feel this feeling of saudade a little bit. For the Portuguese, they talk about it more being like missing their home country, but I also miss my home people. I know some of them are on the call right now, and I'm really happy about that. But I love this song. Azulão is the word for bluebird in Portuguese. So song goes like this. Vai, azulão, azulão, companheiro, vai ver minha ingrata. Diz que se meu ao sertão não quer mais sertão. Vai, azulão, azulão, companheiro, vai. And it says, vai, azulão, go bluebird, tell the one that I love that my homeland doesn't feel like my homeland anymore because I've been away too long. I feel saudade for my home. Go bluebird, vai, azulão, azulão, companheiro, go bluebird, my friend. Tell my loved one that my home doesn't even feel like home anymore because I've been away so long. So I know that at some point we will get through this time and we will see all of our loved ones again in person. And it might feel a little weird because we haven't seen them forever, but they are our people. I look forward to that time so much, so much. I'm going to sing you one more short spiritual, and then I'm going to open it up for questions if anybody has any. If you don't feel pressure because I got plenty of songs and stories. This spiritual has comforted me a lot in tough times. This is called Balm in Gilead, and I'll explain a little bit about its story after I do it for you, okay? There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. cannot preach like Peter, if you can't pray like Paul, you can tell the love of Jesus and say he died for all. There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. This is my favorite verse. Sometimes I feel discouraged and think my work's in vain, but then the Holy Spirit revives my soul again. There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. So is there anybody that has a question for me or an observation, or they want to know what this weird shirt is I'm wearing? Anything, any question is... Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Wow, that's magical. Magical. Magical.